know, like this day and age, everybody want to be seen. Everybody wants their picture everywhere. I just want my music heard.
I think my favorite song of yours, and forgive me about this album, is "Immigration to the Trap." That song was profound for me. You know,
thank you, man.
And I think more so, it's kind of what you said before about perspective, and you sharing a perspective for. So for those who haven't heard of it, can you like summarize a bit about the record and what inspired you to do it?
It's just growing up as an immigrant, like especially in the climate that we live in right now. I just wanted to let like other young immigrants know that like somebody came up out of that shit, you know. And I'm here, and I'm still doing what I'm doing, and man, they can still do that too. And you don't gotta be an artist or a musician or whatever it is you do. Like you could be an engineer if you want to be that. But it's a mountain to climb, and it's not easy, but it could be done. You know what I mean? I just wanted to show like all the young immigrants out there that there's a possibility for all of us.
Yeah. Well, you must have got a lot of feedback from, as you said, immigrants who probably taking inspiration from that. I mean, has that been like some of the natural reactions?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And like, that's not really what I went into it, you know, expecting. I didn't expect that type of reaction, but you know, once I put the record out, and especially with the visual that came out with it, a lot of people just like immediately hit me up and were giving me like life stories about how, you know, being immigrants change, you know, how they changed their lives coming here as immigrants or coming to certain countries and having to adjust and having to adapt. And it was just like, it was like humbling to see that, you know, because even for me, like I said, I did it to show people that there's a way, but then there's a whole wave of people showing me that there's a way, you know, and showing me how they were inspired by that certain record. So it meant a lot to me.
You put out, well, I think you put out a lot of videos or visuals. Is that part of the plan to go missing visually? Because it's like, there's quite a lot of videos in a short space of time on your Vivo channel. Is that part of the agenda? Like you want to be in the forefront of people's faces, that they shouldn't not forget about you, but they may hear the song, they may not attach it to the person. I
feel like my music is very visual, you know, so I feel like a lot of times, as soon as I finish a record, I can already kind of envision the video. So like, I don't even care if it's going to be a single or not. I just want to see it, you know, like I want to see it come to life. So a lot of times, I think the art inspires the visuals. Like that's really what I leave it up to.
So which country is it that you're from?
I'm Palestinian.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I mean, naturally, there's a lot going on over there, but you must really be back home symbolizing a whole heap of hope for people, you know, with what's going on.
I hope so, man. I really hope so, because we need it, you know. And like, man, Palestinians, we some resilient people, man, you know what I mean? So, you know, I just feel proud to be able to be doing what I'm doing right now. That's it. And really be speaking for a lot of voiceless people, you know, so it feels good to be in that position.
With all your features, I mean, it's like the A-list features, how do you approach those sessions? Are those sessions where it's like an email and a verses, or you actually in the studio, or what makes you decide who you want to work with?
Man, it just a lot of times it just happens organically. Like, I don't really work with nobody that I don't vibe with personally. You know, like, I feel like that's what makes the best music. Like when you can chill with somebody, have a drink, smoke something, have a conversation, and then shit is real. And then you get in the studio. You know, that's how the best shit comes about. So for me, it's always been like some organic shit. Like somebody either walking into a room while I'm working on something, or, you know, like I said, we vibe and work on something. So it's always like, you know, not always, 90% of the time I would say it's like organic like that. Sometimes we do the send the verses back and forth, scheduling bullshit, but for the most part, it's always like, let's just do this right here on some, you know, impromptu shit. You know, like we don't even know it's coming. Those are the best songs, when it just happens out of nowhere.
So what's 2018 looking like for you? Because obviously you're over here, you're doing shows, but what's kind of like the plan, primarily in terms of the UK or Europe, for you as an artist?
Man, I just want to come out here and touch the people, man. I really just want to, like, meet my fans out here. You know, I've been blessed to go on tour. Like, I was on tour since January in North America. So, you know, I got to really go out and see a lot of my fans and interact with them. And I think, like, the next step for me is to come over here and do that. And, you know, last night was step number one. It was probably one of the best nights of my life, so I'll definitely be back.
But when you go in, like I said, when you perform into different territories, do you ever have expectations of, like, is it going to be full? Are they going to know the words? Like,
hell yeah, I always do. I'm crazy. I'm in my own head. That's how I am. I'm like, you know, I don't know. I've never been like the cocky type that's gonna, you know, I know what I'm gonna go out there and do. To me, when I put my in-ears in and I grab the microphone, I'm not going out there to perform for a crowd that knows my words, even if they do. I'm going out there to win the crowd, no matter what. And I feel like whether they know the words or not, no matter what, by the time I leave, I want that crowd to love me. I want that crowd to respect what I do, you know. And I feel like that works for me, whether they know the words or not. You know, it's gonna be a great show, you know. So last night, them knowing the words and singing along with me was a bonus. You know, I really wanted to come out and rock the crowd for London, you know. Man, I've just really learned just, you know, keep shit all the way clean. Like, I don't do bad business. I don't fuck people over. There's a lot of stigma and a lot of shit that goes around this industry. And I just try to be the opposite of all the nasty shit I heard growing up, you know. I think that's the best way to maneuver around this shit, you know. Because I heard so much bad shit growing up, and like once I got in the game, I was just like, I'll never be that. I got shit on by so many people. I was like, I'll never shit on nobody like that, because I know how, you know, how bad that made me feel. I was like, I'm gonna at least take a second to see what's up, you know. So I really just reversed all the nasty shit I went through early on in the game and turned it around. Man, I just want to be heard, man. You know, like this day and age, everybody want to be seen. Everybody wants their picture everywhere. I just want my music heard. That's it.
You're building that legacy, but Billy, I want to thank you for your time. And then
your
project's really good. Really good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was watching, because I listened to the project before, but I hadn't watched all the videos. I was like, I want to watch P.O.P. I was like, okay, I need to kind of like close the screen. Watch this I was like, okay, cool.
It's definitely not safe for work, my friend. Definitely not safe for work video.